Hello everyone and welcome to the X-Files game, released in 1998 for the PC and PlayStation 1. This is a game that I've never actually played before, but as you saw by that introduction cutscene, the whole entire game is actually an FMV game. So this game is a point-and-click FMV game. It's not really suited for the PlayStation 1, so we are playing the PC version. The PlayStation 1 version had 4 discs, while the PC version has 7 discs. So it had better quality video. But there was also a DVD version of this game released, which it was only one DVD, and it did have like DVD quality, a few DVD quality videos, such as the opening and like a few other cutscenes here and there. But I really couldn't get that to actually work correctly, so we're just playing the regular PC version. Most of this game is run in 30 frames per second. The cutscenes are like 15, but some of the other elements, like the main menu, is 60. So yeah, it's you know, we're not playing it at 60 frames per second here or anything. Now, because of how the cutscenes are, I am doing my best to zoom in on the cutscenes, because there is some times that stuff will be outside of the area, but if we play it as is, it would be this little tiny box inside of this bigger window, so it doesn't really look all that great. Now, this game is a bit difficult to actually run because it is a relatively older game, but if you're running it on Windows, I don't really know what the actual steps would be, because I'm actually running this on a Linux system. So I just had used Wine. I had installed QuickTime version 7.2.0.240. I installed all the 7-disc CD version, complete install, and everything just kind of worked for the most part. I had to maybe change a few settings here and there and everything. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop into we have different options here, so we can start new. Let's say it says start a fresh investigation, return to an investigation that was already underway, store the status of your current investigation, return you to the last navigation where you were working on, allow you to set or alter game parameters, provides a detailed explanation of the interface, and then trust no one if we want to quit. Why don't we view help first? See what sort of helpful stuff we have here. So here's like our main way of actually playing here. It's relatively simple for the most part, because it is just like a point and click thing, but we have idea icons. Idea icons represent story elements or objects which you have encountered. These can be clicked or dragged onto a character to initiate a conversation on that topic. So yeah, we can have different things up here we can talk about. We have this up here, the main menu icon. Move the pointer to the top of the screen and click on the mouse button when it changes to an X to access the game's main menu. Then we have artificial intuition icon. Clicking on the artificial intuition icon will allow you a series of hints. The icon will spin when you are close to something important. Click it while it spins will jump you to a close-up of the important item or object. So this is basically like easy mode. Easy mode will be unlocked if we do that here. We have the action pointer. When there is something you can do or pick up, the action pointer appears. Click when you see the lightning pointer to activate. Okay, we have here the mouth. Characters. You can initiate a conversation at any point in time by clicking on a character. This will bring up a dialog box. Select what you want to say. Clicking on a character may also bring up available idea icons found at the top of the video window. Let's see what else we have here. We have a pointer here. Navigation pointers. Navigation pointers allow you to move through the virtual environment forward, right, left, up, down, and back. To activate, point at the direction you want to travel and click where the appropriate pointer is visible. Or we can also use the keyboard arrow keys, which is probably what I'll use for most navigation, because it's just a little easier that way. Here's another navigation pointer. Virtual environments. Okay, looks like this is the same. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you can see it like this, like back out, you can go forward. We have a eye here, explorables. When the eye pointer appears over an object, click the mouse button to get a close-up view. Okay, we have evidence icons. These represents the evidence you have collected through the game. Evidence icons appear when you arrive at the crime lab. To drop off the evidence, just click the icon. Oh, you just said lab. You know how much I love labs, right? Absolutely love them. Love them. Yes, sir. Okay, here's our inventory down at the bottom here. Move the pointers to the bottom of the screen to reveal the inventory icon. Select the inventory items you want by clicking on it. Its icon will stay on screen to indicate which item is currently active. The pointer will change into the inventory icon when the item can be used. And then we have here, there's different things here. Emotion icons. These icons appear for a limited amount of time and cause you to respond in a specific way towards other characters. Rolling over the emotion icon displays the emotion. Click on the icon activates the selected emotion. So, well, actually, let me just read this last one, and then we can discuss this here. Action icons. If you have artificial intuition turned on, action icons will appear so you can perform the action they represent. Roll over the icon to see the action and click on the icon to activate. So, because this is an FMV game, they have so many different FMVs for different things in this game that it literally would not be possible for me to show off every single option. As much as I would love to show off every single option, every single thing you can possibly do, you really can't. It's not possible. There's so many things in this game, it's just really not all that possible. But we can basically save at any time. So maybe, you know, if some of these emotion icons come up, I can probably save and then maybe show those and then just continue with one, because certain actions that you take, depending on what emotion that you choose, it's normally three different emotions. They can change the outcome of certain situations later. Not that it necessarily changes the end of the game, but it changes different scenes slightly differently depending on what one that you choose. So that is why it gets very complex, because there's a lot of differences depending on what you choose. So yeah. So as I'm cropping it, this is, as you can see, like the cutscene back there, it would be very tiny without all this other stuff. So this is essentially how I would end up cropping it here. So we can still see the emotions here when they come up, and it's zoomed in enough. So it's a little better than nothing, I suppose. Okay, let's go ahead and view our options. So we have various options here. I have it on best quality, I believe. Here's our audio options. This is just all of the default stuff. What's interesting here, if we see the 3D sound, so this says, this option turns the three-dimensional environment sound feature on and off. This feature manipulates the audio levels of the environment sounds as you navigate through a given location. For example, the sound of a ringing telephone will get noticeably louder as you navigate towards the phone, and will get quieter as you turn and move away from it. So back in the day when this game came out, yeah, I mean that was pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Everything else is the default. I'm not messing with that. We have graphics here. There's a lot of different graphics options. As you can see, auto set screen resolution. That was default. Screen depth, rollover text, smooth text, subliminal messages. So what is this? I had to look in the manual for this one. When enabled, allow subliminal messages to be displayed, which reinforces the prevailing psychological qualities of an agent's individual personality and investigative style. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but we're keeping it on, whatever that could possibly mean. Navigation, transitions, translucent graphics, closed captions. So apparently the closed captions feature was not in the DVD version of the game. It was only like in the CD version, because when I tried to install the DVD version, it was not available. So high quality video, that's set to, I shall turn it on. I don't think it really matters. I don't think it changed anything really. I have no idea why it was even off anyway. So we have inventory hidden, flashlight brightness medium, flashlight beam wide, motion calibration, live environments. Go over to gameplay, artificial intuition, that is set to off for right now. So basically what this says in the manual here says agents requiring extra assistance during the investigation should turn this option on before undertaking their duties. Visual clues pertaining to an agent's investigation, input from other agents, action icons that allow the agent to more easily accomplish investigation objectives. So, and we saw that small blue symbol that appears, and it'll swirl when we are close to something here. So we will keep that off, but there's a shortcut on the keyboard that we can turn on. We can save it any time very quickly using the keyboard shortcuts and that sort of stuff. So action scene auto rewind. So if we make a bad decision that causes the game over, it'll rewind that. Action scene difficulty, we can have different stuff here, and I'll just keep that as the default. Skip introduction now. Right / command plus click to skip video clip. So that is very handy if we need to see like the same video clip again and again and again and again. Yeah. Okay, so why don't we go ahead so from that introduction, why don't we learn a little bit about the actual game here, because you saw Mulder and Scully there. In this particular game, we don't actually play as Mulder and Scully. Instead, we actually play as a new character, which is only in this game, called Agent Willmore. As Agent Craig Willmore, it is your job to perform the duties required by an official FBI investigation. The investigation will take you into a variety of situations that will depend on effects and professional responses to the action and inquiries of the involved in the case. You will encounter a number of questions about your case, for which it is your sworn duty to find the answers. Your work in the field must produce results if you are to maintain your reputation as an exceptional agent. Keeping in mind, you should be aware that distractions of a personal nature might be detrimental to the pursuit of your case. We have different information about Craig Willmore here. We see his date of birth, 1963, Caucasian. You see where his birthplace was, hazel, eye color, brown. He's 6'1", 175 pounds, and he is divorced. You can see his various forms of education. Him being divorced is actually, it's not necessarily crucial, but there are various things in the game, depending on the actions that we take, could determine certain things. So, and here is his career history. Let's go ahead and read about his history. Recruited into the Bureau from New York University following graduation, trained at Bureau Academy at Quantico, Virginia, received highest level of accreditation for anti-terrorist training, firearms training, and hostage negotiation training, are assigned to Bureau headquarters in Washington, D.C. in November 1991, joined Organization Crime Division, participated in surveillance, background analysis, and apprehension of the Ivan Gang, a loosely organized group of Russian immigrants attempting to take control of the Hasidic diamond trade in Lower Manhattan and Queens. Indictments led to convicts and prison terms for several individuals and deportations of 11 others back to Russia. The investigation team, Agent Willmore, Becker, DeBolt, and Young, received commendations from the director for excellent work. In August 1992, Special Agent Willmore was assigned to the Anti-Terrorist Division under Senior Supervisor Chris Westergaard, attached to the Baltimore Field Office. Again performed duties with distinction by organization, a unit of the Anti-Terrorist Division to investigate the presence of anti-government militia groups in Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Virginia area. Involved in investigations that led to the dismantling of several militia groups, apprehended several individuals responsible for major illegal arms trafficking in the tri-state area. Commendation for exemplary service placed in Agent Willmore's permanent file following his work with ATD, transferred to Seattle, Washington field office in January 1993. Okay, so it says it is accessible by prior authorization of the Assistant Director of Personnel, Bureau Headquarters, Washington, D.C., by authorized personnel only. Okay. And then the last thing we have to do, because we are an amazing agent here, you have to make sure that we adhere to the code of conduct during our mission. We must not screw up or do anything bad. All sworn agents of the FBI shall agree to the points listed in the official code of conduct. Okay, so here's what we have to do. So we have to make sure that we do these things, okay? Let's actually do this. Respect and protect human dignity and uphold the civil rights of all persons. Fulfill the duties imposed by law by serving the United States of America and protecting all persons against illegal acts. Use force only when strictly necessary and only to the extent required for the safe completion of duties. Use firearms assigned by the Bureau only as an extreme measure. Do not employ firearms except when a suspected offender offers armed resistance or otherwise jeopardizes the lives of citizens or law enforcement personnel. Do not inflict, instigate, or tolerate any act of torture or other cruel, inhumane, or deranging treatment or punishment against anyone, whether or not in official custody. Commit no act of corruption, and rigorously oppose any combat with such activities. Keep confidential all materials of a confidential nature unless the performance of duty or the need of justice strictly required otherwise. Do not publicize, discuss, write, record, or otherwise cause to be made such documents as would reveal classified, privileged, or other materials deemed sensitive by the FBI to any individual, organization, governments, or other entities without the express permission of the director of the FBI. Respect the law and the code, and oppose any violations of either the code or the laws of the federal government, sovereign states, or local municipalities of the United States. And then lastly, follow the Bureau Code of Conduct without fail, and abide by the rulings of the Board of Conduct and official inquiry convened to investigate and rule on violations of the code by the FBI agent. Your present record with the FBI is spotless. Having a chance to solve a big case may be just what you need to solidify your excellent reputation. Since joining the FBI Bureau, the following is an official copy of your personnel file. So we have already looked at our personnel file, so it sounds like we are an amazing agent already. Well, let's see if Willmore is actually up to the test. Let's go ahead and start a new game now, shall we? Finally, it's time.
Why Agent Willmore?
Why Agent Cook?
You picked a great day to be late. There's some big gun in from DC. I don't know what's up, but it looks serious.
Okay, so here's where we have different options. Let's go ahead and create a save. I'll just call it XXX files. Save. Okay, so yeah, here's where we can make different choices. We can make a funny option. We can do indifferent. We can do paranoid, or we can just let's just hang around, see what he ends up saying here. I like the different icons when you hover over him too. We're just gonna hang out for a bit. Gonna hang out. Okay.
Don't you have a second cup of coffee, then come see me.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, we're such an amazing agent. We really are, you know, we're just gonna leave. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna skedaddle on out of here. Anyway, let's go ahead and load that back up. Let's see what these other options do. Actually, can we just leave now?
Don't you have a second cup of coffee, then?
It's the same. It's the same thing if we just try to leave. So yeah, that's a show 'em off. Funny, indifferent, or paranoid. So this actually affects a lot of other choices later in the game. But it's not necessarily choices. You just see additional scenes later. Let's just try them all out. But I think I'm going to stick with the paranoid one going forward.
Yeah, he's probably here to make sure we're not stealing paper clips.
Yeah, possibly, but you know, I don't know if that's necessarily the case.
I doubt it has anything to do with us.
All right, that's indifferent, and then the one that we're going to be sticking with, paranoid.
Did he say anything to you?
No.
Did he ask about me?
Calm down, my friend. You're looking a little guilty.
Yeah, we're just super paranoid. You have to be if you're an FBI agent. Anyway, it's finally officially time to start investigating the office here, and I can do a quick save at any time. I think that was the sound that it saved. Yep. Interesting that it plays such a loud sound when it saves, but anyway, there's so much we can actually look at here. We can look at a blank wall. We can look here. Here's a map here. Let's go ahead and uncrop this here. So emergency evacuation maps. Yeah, this is like a overall layout of this particular area. Director's office. There's a kitchen there. It looks like agent's office. Agent's office. Also, we have the inventory down here in the bottom left. We can look at our PDA.
You have mail.
Looks like we have mail. Glen Albert. Okay, so we have an address here already. Here's where we can keep some notes. Here's where we can go to different locations. So, crime lab, the field office, and then the apartment. It's like, you know, we're just gonna go back to our home. We don't really care. Let's check our mail here. Looks like we have a variety of different things in mail. So we have from Jim. Sites. Rugby rules. Oh man, okay. Let's talk about some rugby, shall we? Willmore. Hey man, how's it hanging? Great to see you last week. It had been way too long. Glad you enjoyed the game, but I'm sorry you were too much of a wuss to play. And just for the record, it's 1 tooth and 2 concussions, not the other way around. And my pearly whites look better than ever, which is more than I can say for you. Guess it's lucky you're not a smoker, eh? Haha. Check you later, Jim. Give blood, play rugby. Okay. I'm just gonna, I like how it says in box with a space. Guess that's how it was back in the day. I'm just gonna delete it. Actually, I'm not gonna delete it. I'm just gonna keep them all. Okay, so this is from Mark Cook. Okay, this was the guy that we just talked about here. Pool tabs. Okay, Craig. It looks like we finally got a break on the pool tab counterfeiters. We should talk later, but Shanks expects us to have the case wrapped up in a few days. Just thought you'd like a heads up, Mark. Okay. And then lastly, Mike Robbins, case files. Okay, Craig. What does the FBI do with its case files once the cases have been resolved? I'd love to get hold of 1 or 2. I've got an idea for a book, but it would involve some FBI cases, and I'd like to build it from real life. Let me know if you think you can help out, but no hard feelings if you can't get me anything. Super M. Alright, well, we read our stuff. Let's go ahead and investigate some of this area here. Go into here. Can we look at anything here? Let's start looking. Okay. Does not look like it, because there could be little things with these point-and-click games, you know? It's the TV here. Can we watch TV? Okay, there's some stuff here. Okay. Supplies. And then we have blank forms. I guess I can't open any of them. Guess I cannot watch TV, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. No smoking. Okay, we have some stuff here. Reward. Wanted. Okay, no smoking. Anything with the blinds? Nope. And that sound that you hear, that is there you go. That is when you can't move any further. Oh, are these donuts? Oh, Dunkin'. You boys got Dunkin' here. Can I have one, please? No? Okay. Oh, okay. This is going to be quite annoying to keep doing that. September 1st through 4th. 25th anniversary Bumbleshoot. New this year. Oh, okay. That's kind of weird, I must say. Anything else here to look at? Yeah, so we can look at a lot of stuff here. So let's keep the crap off. Okay, fire bill. Building number 25 in case of fire. Okay. There's so much stuff to actually look at here. Oh, let's see. Special Agent Special Breakfast. Oh, we would like to attend this. Families welcome. Okay, we've got to make sure that we attend that. This looks a little bit psychedelic, doesn't it? See, I'm just admiring all the work that they put into this. It's like, it's not useful at all, but... Oh, yoga. Instructed by David. Thursday mornings at 6:15 a.m. Oh my gosh, that is super early. Who's going to that? Special Agent Bible Study and Prayer Meeting. That's 6 a.m.? Okay. Special Agent Gun Club. Okay. Play Pigeon Shootout. 6 a.m. Gosh, these things are so early. 6:30? Tuesday night. That one's at nighttime. I don't know what that is, but that looks a little spooky. That looks a little spooky as well. Buddy, could you share a part? Counterfeit plane part. Okay, busted. Okay. I don't know what this stuff is, but... Hey, remember this big electronic bus from the fall of 1995, Michael? So who lost their pizza? I don't know. Anyway, let's continue forward here. Guess we could have seen a little bit here. Oh, we got some stuff here. Let's say... Duncan. Agents only. Oh, we're getting a bunch of supplies here. Oh, we are loading up. Okay, so we picked up... Hang on. Let me close this up first. You won't be able to see the inventory, but I picked up night vision goggles, evidence kit, flashlight, camera, lockpick, binoculars. Okay, fantastic. Well, I guess that's all we can really do right here. I would love some of that Duncan, please. Where are we exactly? Okay. Anything here? No? Alright. Like, even just that, there's like cut scenes with that. So crazy. Okay, so can I go inside of his room here? No, it does not appear to be.
Come back later, please.
Yeah, he's just upset. He's just upset. Okay, let's check out the hall here. Oh, looks like that was maybe our office. Here's different states. Yeah, that's to go into our office now. Investigate. What do we have in our office? Anything of value? Okay, so here's our certificate. Bachelor of Arts. Fantastic. New York University. Master of Arts. Oh, is this his daughter? How sweet. Okay. Fantastic, yeah. Yeah, he just has to keep that there, right? Okay. Anything else here? Does not appear to be. So that's, oh wait, yeah, yes there is. There's some more artwork here. A Catholic chapel in a mall in poor community. So much stuff we can look at here. Are these all pianos? What sort of stuff do you have, man? Can't read any of that. I have no idea what any of that is. Okay, anything else we can look at here? Okay, no, let's just go to our desk. Actually, there is. Big blue... something. Head to our desk. Okay, what do we have here?
Willmore.
Agent Willmore, I want to see you in my office.
Soon, bud. Soon, bud. Okay, here's, I guess, his wife and his kid. His ex-wife, rather, because he's divorced. Okay, we just picked up some files. Okay, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Okay, just some files here, it looks like. See, this is what pro FBI agents do. You know, we are not... Oh, yes, yes. A gun, you say. Handcuffs, you say. Handcuffs. You know, it's not like we're gonna break code now, you know? So here's our computer. There we go. Please enter name and password. Well, we don't have any of that information yet, so let's just back on out. Oh, we didn't see this part of our office yet. There you go. Guess this is some of his kids' stuff here. Let's take a look at that. Shinlo. Okay. Happy St. Patrick's Day from beautiful Ireland. A liar is not believed, even though he tells the truth. That is true. Once you're a liar, you're always kind of labeled as a liar. Oh, we have a phone number here. The crime lab. Okay, I'm going to write down phone numbers because we can call up. Okay, so this is the crime lab. And we always have to dial A1 because you have to remember this is kind of old. Back in the day, you had to dial A1 in order to actually actually I think it's because if it was out of state, you had to dial a 1. If it was in state, you didn't even have to dial the area code. Which is what's interesting because now things are so different. Okay, so we do have that. Elizabeth. Okay. All right. Go ahead. We have some other rooms to check out here. You know, we're just taking a nice leisurely look at everything. Actually, wait, I gotta go. There we go. So he wants to see us in his office, but I'm not ready to see him just yet. There we go. Okay, look at the American flag. No, okay, let's go ahead and talk to Agent Cook now.
Hey, partner, how's it going?
So who's the big gun from DC?
I think his name is Skinner. Assistant Director Skinner.
What case is you working on?
Pull tab counterfeiters and the militia group still active in the Northern Cascades. And an assist to the DEA on a meth lab ring, but handling things okay.
Did Shanks seem upset?
Well, he smiled at me. That's never a good sign.
Saved. You know what? Bud, I think you are guilty. I'm going to pull out my handcuffs.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
He doesn't want me to... Oh, you know what? If you're resisting arrest, I'm bringing out my gun.
Don't do that.
That's right. Arrested. That is why I saved. Okay. But there's actually something else we can do as well.
So who's the big gun from DC?
I think his name is
Okay, let's estimate again.
So who's the big gun from DC?
I think
Oh, he's not going to say anything different that time. Okay.
I just told you.
There it is. Ask him a few times and say, I just told you. But that's not all. We're going to bring out our gun. We're going to bring out our gun right away.
So who's the big gun from DC?
I shot myself. I shot myself. To Mom and Dad and Elizabeth, it may be hard for you to understand what I'm doing right now, but it should be easier once you know everything. It's not a spur-of-the-moment decision. I love you all, and I hope this doesn't cause you too much pain. Craig. You see, like, the coffee stains at the bottom there? Yeah, I mean, there's so many different things like that. As I said, I'm not going to be able to show them all off. It's just impossible. Anyway, let's go ahead and I guess... Anything else, bud? Anything else in your office? No? Alright, well...
Come in. This is Assistant Director Skinner.
Agent Willmore.
Sir?
Two of my agents are missing, Fox Mulder and Dana Scully. I haven't heard from them in 3 days. I'm extremely concerned.
Right, let's start talking. Okay. Were they romantically involved?
Are they romantically involved?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Where were they last seen?
In my office in D.C., right before they left.
What case were they working on?
I'm not quite sure. All I have is this travel requisition which shows that they were going to Everett, Washington.
These two agents were able to function with a high degree of autonomy due to the nature of the cases they pursued.
Okay, so we have some information about them here. Okay. Agents will fly first available coach class to destination. Okay, and then some of this is cut off here, so take a look. Arrive at Seattle Airport. Okay. There's a lot of options we can choose here.
Had they been romantically involved in the past?
As I say, I don't know. I don't believe so.
Oh, you would know that they've been plowing it hard.
Can I get their cell phone numbers?
You'll find it in the dossier, however, they're not answering.
Have they disappeared before?
No, not like this.
Okay. Well, we have the dossier here. Okay, here they are. They're missing. I don't think we can actually open this. It's just the pictures. Oh, here they go. Okay, we can look at different pages. Okay, so here is Dana Scully. She does have a phone number here. So I'm going to mark it down. Just so we have it on hand, because you never know. Also, I think a lot of these numbers have 555. Okay, so 555 in the center there. Okay, so here's her information. 100 pounds, 5'3", red hair. Okay. Confidential. And here's Fox Mulder. Okay, we got his phone number now. You know, I used to love the X-Files when I was younger. This was like one of my favorite shows. I can't say I've seen all the episodes, but I was a big fan of the show. 168 pounds, 6 foot. Here's his information. I've seen a fair amount. I remember just being so creeped out by some of them. Especially with there's this one episode with like this thing that hides in the sewer. It's like the sewer thing. That episode was so scary. And then there's another one with this like invisible creature that hides in the woods and has red eyes. And I remember sometime after watching that, there was this extension cord in my room that had a red glow. And when I went to sleep, I woke up and I saw the red glowing, and it freaked me out so much because I thought it was the red-eyed thing. I was like, oh no, please. It was so scary. It was so scary. All right, that's the talk to the main man here. Sir, you have some big lips. So do you, bud. Look at them lips. Anyway.
Should Cook be involved in this investigation?
Well, that's up to you, really. You know the Bureau's policy on backup? I would suggest you use all available resources.
Do you know of anything unusual in Everett?
There's nothing that I'm aware of.
What should I do with my current cases?
Hand them off to Cook. I know he's busy, but this is priority. File an APB on Mulder and Scully, then give your current case files to Cook. A.D. Skinner will join you shortly.
Okay. Anything else? No.
File an APB on Mulder and Scully.
Okay, so we have to file APB and then give our case files to Cook. Okay. We should be able to do that. Anything else in your... Oh wait, hang on, you got some stuff here, bud. Shanks. Good old Shanks, am I right? This the kitchen? This the kitchen area we've been hearing about? Indeed it is, bud. Although I can't do anything in the kitchen. Alright.
So, okay. What's happening? You can't just sit on this. You gotta tell me what's happening.
Alright, save it. Mean, casual, or serious?
Jesus, if there's a brass butt in the building, you're gonna kiss it, aren't you?
Oh, come on, man, tell me.
There's a couple of missing agents he's trying to find, okay?
Alright, I don't know if I like that response. Loaded back up. Let's do a mean response. Actually, we chose mean before. Let's choose casual now.
You know, the usual. Missing FBI agents.
Who?
Pair out of DC, Mulder and Scully. Male and female.
I didn't seem too happy with that response. I'm gonna say the third response is gonna be the one that we choose here. We're just gonna be serious. We gotta take this case seriously. We're paranoid and serious at the same time.
A couple of agents have disappeared. Pair out of DC, Mulder and Scully. Male and female. Been gone for 3 days.
Nothing, huh? Okay. Nothing, huh? Alright, I don't know if that changes anything really, but let's go ahead and give him our case files.
Will you file an APB on Mulder and Scully for me?
Yes.
Okay, he was like, oh, more work.
Shanks wants me to hand my cases off to you.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm thinking... Because you can have him do the APB. Or we can do it ourselves. Let's see what really changes here, because I kind of want to do it myself. Let's see, what else is new here? So, I think I have to give him my case files first. Oh, here's a photo of Mulder and Scully.
Never seen him before.
Never seen him, huh? Okay. Case files. Give it to him.
Great. Thanks, Golden Boy.
You are welcome, bud. Alright, here's some stuff we haven't seen in your office, pal. So much stuff in the office.
I suggest we start with the motel where Mulder and Scully are staying. I'll be waiting for you in the car.
Alright, well, we're not going to do that just yet. Instead, we are going to now file an APB ourselves. So let's choose the serious response again. We can skip the cut scenes. And let's go ahead and give him the case files. Yeah, he's not too happy about that. So here you go, bud. Skip him. Okay. So that's to try to file an APB ourselves. Let's go to my office. There we go. Let's go and save it. Boom. Okay, so we have to get access to our computer here. Let's see what we can do here. Alright. So, let's enter our name. Craig Willmore. Okay, so in order to actually get the information, in order to actually get this password, right here, this is the password. SHILOH. That is the password. That is how you would get it. So, okay. Craig Willmore, and then SHILOH. Okay, we are now logged in. Welcome to investigation services. These services are provided solely to assist the investigation governed by the agency. The menu to the left shows the services which are available. Our activities on the system will be monitored. Any inappropriate use of these services will cause future access to be denied. Okay, like photo viewer, looking at some amazing photos. Emails. We already looked at all of our emails. Media. Porno. Band. ING. Okay, this is where we can like search up stuff here. So what if we search up ourselves? Craig Willmore, and he's part of the FBI. There he is. Okay. Information about him: graduated, master thesis, divorced. Okay. Joined the FBI in 1991. Okay. All right, let's see what else that we have here. Let me see. We have... Why don't we actually look up the phone numbers for some of these things we picked up here? We had a phone number for the crime lab. We don't need to look up that, but let's look up Dana Scully, shall we? FBI. Yep, there she is in all of her glory. Dana Scully. Okay. All of her information. Okay, what about Fox Mulder? Fox Mulder. There he is. Okay. Criminal. Look under criminal. Anyway, we're going to file an APB here. Okay, so how do we do this exactly? Interesting. Okay. So missing persons, missing Fox Mulder. Okay, yeah, all we have to do is just send it, looks like. No distinguished remarks. Last seen the Everett area on March 29th. Maybe traveling together or separately. Please report to Agent Willmore, FBI. Go and send it. Okay, that is all sent. And if you want to access the computer really quick again without typing the password, all you gotta do is right-click the O up in the top left under Welcome. There you go. And we're in. Everything's all good. Okay. So we're filed it. Let's go and save again. Boom. There you go. We're just going to fool around for a little bit more. Yeah. Anyway.
I suggest we start with the motel where Mulder and Scully are staying. I'll be waiting for you in the car.
All right, well, time to head to a different location now. Anything else here? I don't think we need anything else here. So here's our PDA message pad 2000 where you can go to different locations. Everett, here they are. Okay, so this is the Comity Inn. Go ahead.
Can I help you?
I like how she's like slowly crossing out stuff. Ever so slowly. Okay.
A blue one and a white one and a yellow one and a orange one.
Okay.
Would you like a gumball?
All the time.
Thank you. I didn't have a nickel.
Your little girl is beautiful.
Thank you. She's 3.
Ma'am, she must be adopted because even if your husband Asian, that is a baby that is made by 2 Asian people. That ain't no mixed baby, okay? I don't know what you're trying to pull here, but anyway, it's not trying to pull anything. I'm just gonna leave. You know, it's like,
Why would they stay in Everett instead of Seattle?
I have no idea. Maybe they were being budget-minded.
Hope there aren't any surprises waiting for us in their rooms.
Well, they've surprised me before, but I know what you're saying.
They didn't have any enemies, did they?
Everyone has enemies, Agent Willmore.
Why didn't they contact our offices before they began their investigation?
Actually, that's one of the questions that I'd like answered.
all right.
You sure I can't help you, gentlemen?
I'm good, ma'am. I'm good. Gonna look at this a monkey thing first. Okay, let's take a look now, shall we? Fairfield Zoo. It's one of a kind. Sophia the gorilla. Oh. Nice. Fun for the whole family, you say? Ah, there's a world of wild and woolly excitement awaiting the whole family right here at Fairfield Zoo. Do I want to read all this? Not really. You can pause it if you want to read it yourself, but I kind of don't want to read, like, this whole thing. Actually, it is relatively small, isn't it? Spend the entire day with us, exploring the nature trail and guide you to the wonderful time in the animal kingdom. This was the home of Sophie the gorilla that could actually communicate with the other human keepers. Oh, with the reptile gardens where you can see free-roaming lizards and snakes right underfoot. Tour the forests primeval, featuring the tall pine woods that have made Idaho famous as her potatoes. Woods filled with signs and sounds of the forest, with owls, chipmunks, porcupines, and skunks. It's a world of wonder in an acre. Lovely. Lovely. Is that it? Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, well. Ma'am, anything else here? I'll talk to you soon. I would just like to investigate the rest of this because this is like some fun stuff. I'm just gonna leave. I'm good. It's like get in our car and drive away, right? It's like bye. This is excellent code of conduct, I must say. I like the audio loop.
Please don't do that. Do you know how many people do that with me sitting right here?
No.
Well, you're not the first. What are you, a child? I said don't do that.
Okay, I better save it. I have a feeling she's gonna like get really angry at us.
What are you, a child? I said don't.
We're looking for information on 2 FBI agents who checked in here.
Can you show me some identification?
I kind of don't. But I guess I have to. Here. Show you my badge.
What's the matter with you?
Sorry, I'm like a pro agent here. You know, ma'am. Are you resisting arrest?
Don't do that.
You just got arrested.
I really can't believe I'm having to do this. After 5 years at the Bureau, you should know better. I need your badge and gun.
Love it. I love it. Okay, so let's show her Mulder, Scully.
I see a lot of faces. You have names?
Agents Mulder and Scully.
Oh, yeah. They paid for a week in advance. Room 3 and 4.
Okay, room 3 and 4, huh?
That's them.
What about the other one? Oh, I can't actually show that particular one. Okay. Okay, let's start interrogating her.
Did you notice anything unusual about the two agents?
The guy was kind of spooky. Other than that, no.
Did anything unusual occur while they were here?
Not that I can remember.
Do you have the make and license number of their rental car?
Sure, it's on the form, assuming they told the truth.
Could you write it down for me, please?
Okay, Ford Taurus 621517.
Can you remember anything that might help us?
No, I'm sorry. They checked in and left that evening. I didn't see them after that.
Would you take us to their rooms, please?
Sure, come this way. Here we go. This is his room. She stays next door.
Thank you.
I hope there aren't any dead bodies in here. I got finals coming up next week. You can get in and out through here.
Did they ask you to unlock those doors?
Did they look unlocked? No, they didn't.
Thank you. We'll, let you know if we need anything else.
You know where to find me.
Attitude.
Why don't you start with Mulder's room? I'll take Scully's.
Gotta start investigating Mulder's room here. So what does he have? Don't know what that is. Okay, so we have a newspaper. We have the magic bullet, UFO activities in the Northwest. Huh. Okay, so I'm not going to read all of this. This is like a massive amount of information. Again, you can pause it if you want to read it. There's no secret. That's several secret Air Force bases. Okay, so yeah, this is something he would certainly read for sure. News from deep inside. Operation. Proof that U.S. government is captured an overwhelming alien force appears. Okay. Says fight back. So what can be done now before your government sells us down the river Styx? Fight back. Wake up and start letting everyone know that we are not alone. That there is still time to do something, but only if we pull together and fight. Recognize the enemy. There's a whole rogues gallery of hostile reptilian forces that can quickly identify it. Okay. We have reptilians. Okay, very interesting. Oh, there's actually a second page here. If you want to read all this, be my guest. I mean, this is a lot of information. A lot of conspiracy information. Look at this creepy beast right there. Creepy beast. Caught in the net. Okay. Just kind of like looking at a few things here and there and such. As I says, the nation of the third eye. Don't even bring up the Chinese. Everyone knows their country was taken over by aliens years ago. Oh. So alien, okay. That actually makes perfect sense. Makes sense. Wait a minute, let's say, alright, I got everything there. Down here. Scheduled note. That makes sense now, I understand. China was taken over by aliens. I get it, I get it. Okay, looks like that is it. Honestly, quite hilarious what we found there. Just like skimming it a little bit. Skinner? I don't think Skinner would be too happy with us doing that sort of thing. What do we have here? We have some papers. Okay, Majestic cover-up warehouse. Oh, okay. That's right. Remember they were in some sort of warehouse when people came in and started shooting at them. Okay. Anything else? No. I mean, shouldn't this be something that we take? Because this is like evidence of something. We can view different parts of the room. Let's just leave. Guess that's Scully's room right there.
What now?
I'm good, woman. The kid's gone. Sir, I did not mean to come into your room. I think he's just casually sitting there. It's like, hey. Anyway, let's start investigating some of this other part of the room here. What is this stuff? I can't even look at it, whatever it is. Toilet. Okay, I have to go, like...
I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. I can't decide if that's good or bad.
Yeah, it's hard to say, bud. Hard to say. Okay, we have a phone here. And we have, a book here. From outer space. Alien stuff. Can I give it a Skinner? Here you go.
I don't want that.
I know you don't, but, you know, you still had to try, right? Anyway, I have to position myself. Let me go back over to the door. Here we go. Okay, I can view this part of the room. This is where I picked up the stuff before. What's over here? Ooh! Everett Diner. World famous sweet potato pie. Pie is so good, you swear they're from another planet. Oh, Mulder got it. Mmm. Gourmet pizza, salmon burgers, fresh fruit shakes, curly fries. Oh, now that sounds good. Sweet potato pie. Pie is so good. Oh, man, I have to... FBI agent like me. It's kind of, okay, Everett Diner. I'm writing down the number and I'm calling them immediately. Everett Diner, huh? Okay. Let's call him up. Calling up Everett. Alright. Let's go and call up Everett now, shall we? Here's our phone. I can use the number keys to just dial. I do have to dial a 1.
Hi, thanks for calling the Everett Diner, located in the heart of beautiful downtown Everett. Open every day from dawn till 10 p.m. Be sure and stop by for a piece of our world-famous sweet potato pie. You can't eat just one piece.
I would love some of that right about now. I would love some of that right about now. Anything else here? Okay, we have a phone here. Let's wait to talk to him. We need to investigate some of the stuff. Oh, what's on TV? Okay then. Did Mulder have a TV too? So just Scully had a TV. TV there, yeah, I guess that's it. Mulder did not have a TV. This looks like it could have been a TV. Oh no, he does have a TV. Okay then. Okay. Enough of that. Anyway, let's start investigating with the Holy Bible. We're gonna read about the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay. What we have here? Go ahead and read the Bible. How many pages can we actually look at here? Who are you, Lord? And the Lord said, I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. You would like to read the holy word of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? Be my guest. I already have memorized every single bit of this book, so, I mean, I don't need to read any of this, you know? I now bid you take heart, for there will be no loss of life among you, but only of the ship. Amazing. Love it. Love it. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna leave. We have a computer here as well. Okay, we actually just picked up the computer. Anything else here to interact with? Can we go in the bathrooms? Like, you know, some of the navigation is a bit finicky at times, so it's like you have to... Okay, let's go ahead and talk to him.
How long have you known them?
4 years now. I've known Mulder longer than that. I guess it's been almost 6.
It would be helpful to know what case they were working on.
Yes, it would be helpful. Listen, I'd appreciate it if you didn't refer to them in the past tense.
Okay, let's ask about the phone. We have the phone. If you look up in the... There you go. In the top left, we have the phone up there. We can ask about that. I mean, you can still see it, even with it's cropped.
Should we check the outgoing calls?
That's a good idea. The clerk will probably have a record.
Okay, we need to check outgoing calls. So let's head back to the innkeeper. What now?
What's your major?
I'm working on a law degree.
What's your major?
I'm working on a law degree.
What's your major?
I'm working...
I was hoping that she would be like, stop asking me this. Anything else here? No? Okay. Let's ask about the phone.
Do you keep a record of outgoing calls?
Sure, for billing purposes.
Could I get a copy, please?
Great. Give me a minute. I want you to know you're putting me behind.
Sorry, I don't mean to bother you at work.
Funny.
Okay, so now we have a call log here. Gateway to the Great Northwest. Okay, so we see 2 numbers here. The first one was for 8 minutes, second one was for 2 minutes. Look how much money it costs. Oh, that is the room rental plus tax. Paid in advance, $646.80. That's insane. Anyway, so let's write these numbers down. So the first one is Washington, DC. Make sure these numbers, as you can see, 555 always for the second set of numbers, it looks like. And then Seattle, Washington. That is 206 555 0182. Okay, so this one, the first one cost 16 minutes. That's crazy. The second one cost $1.88. Okay, was there anything else? I think that may have been everything. Anything here that was behind Skinner the one time? No? Okay, well I guess we should be calling some of these numbers, right? Pull up our... So I pull up my phone? Okay, so make sure we dial it once. I'm going to call the Washington, D.C. number.
Hello? Who is this?
Agent Willmore, FBI. Who are you?
I asked you first.
Look, I work for the FBI.
Sure, okay. Why didn't you say so in the first place?
See, we are such an amazing, absolutely amazing and incredible agent. We really are absolutely incredible. Anyway, let's go ahead and call up the other number. I'm sure this conversation is going to go just as good. Okay, it looks like this one's not gonna... Yeah, this one's not gonna pick up. Well, we don't know the identity of some of these people. Yeah. Close out. Alright, well, sir, are you still in here? Yes, you are. Well, I'm going to skedaddle on out of here. I'm going to head back to the office. Let's head back to the field office.
I'll be reviewing my notes in the meeting room.
Okay, let's go investigate him in the meeting room.
I don't believe we're done in the field, Agent Willmore.
What more is there, bud? Can I talk to you? You're like moving at like 5 frames per second, bud. You have any additional evidence here?
Agent Willmore, 2 very valuable agents are missing. I'm beginning to lose my patience.
I'm gonna save it. You never know what sort of activities he could be mad at. Okay, I can't do anything more with him.
Agent Willmore, the prodigal son returns.
I could use some help with this case.
Okay, let me review your notes. You want to get that laptop working. Call the Computer Crimes Division and have somebody take a look at it. Rest of it looks pretty good.
Okay, so this is like our hint guy. Oh, okay, there's nothing inside of here now, so we can actually investigate his office. Fantastic, I've been wanting to do this. Now he's got the same mug, same tape, same scorpion. No, I don't think we had a scorpion. Anything else? No? RCA, electron tube. Okay. Anything else here? No? Unfortunately, his office was a bust. Yeah, there's no more I can do with him. All right, well, let's leave and go to our office. Okay, he's setting down the laptop. We have to try to get that working somehow. Where's the laptop? Where did he place it? Maybe I can't really see it from where I am. But, according to this, there would be a letter here on his desk from his ex-wife if we chose the indifferent option at the very beginning of the game. I chose the paranoid option because there could be some stuff different later. So that's just one of the minor differences that can happen. So yes, there would be a letter here and such. So anyway, we have to try to get some information about the phone numbers that we picked up here. So let's log in.
You've got mail.
Oh, we have mail, huh, honey? Let's take a look. Okay, from Shanks. Okay, Mr. Willmore, it just occurred to me that you should use the ING to trace the local number and that Scully and Mulder called. If the trace pans out, I'd suggest you visit that location. Sorry I didn't think of this sooner. Yeah, okay, that'll make sense. Phone number. Okay, so we have various phone numbers we can start searching now. Let's first start searching up this one. Let's see. No data, huh? What about FBI? Yeah, I was calling up the stupid bakery, a diner. I was just trying to get some information about that amazing diner. Anyway, so let's actually call up a real number now. So this is 202-555-0149. So we don't know. Was this an FBI guy that we called? He said, "Oh, why didn't you just say so?" See, we'll see what this is. Okay, he's not FBI. Not a citizen. We may not be able to get anything here. Okay. Okay, so nothing came up from that particular number. What about the other number? 206-555-0182. And maybe this is FBI. Yes. Okay. So we have a location. This is the warehouse. Okay. This is the warehouse, I guess, that they went missing. We don't have any images. We don't have any media. Nothing in our desk. One last time. There we go. Love it. Love it. Too bad I can't talk to him because I literally just found out information about the warehouse and such, you know? So, because if I look at my PDA now, Seattle, we now have a dockside warehouse available. So we're gonna just save it here. And next time, actually, let's see if you have anything new to say.
Hey, in or out, okay? I'm trying to work here.
Same. Same. So hard navigating this area. There we go. Okay, so next time we're gonna leave our office. Let's save it. There we go. And we shall head to the dock. See what we can find at that dockside warehouse, because obviously that is where they went missing. And we have to start searching for some clues as to their whereabouts and what happened to them. I'll see you then on the X-Files game.